guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. We're back here in the Rady Cave. Some exciting things happening with Acura. We're going to be part of the unveil of the totally redesigned from top to bottom Acura TLX. Now, we've already done the little teaser video already. We talked about it. We also look back to that concept car, the Type S concept car that you and I first saw in person at the SEMA Auto Show last November. And really everybody's been biting their nails and trying to figure out, is Acura gonna deliver? Are they going to give us what that beautiful TLX Type S concept car look like? Or are we gonna get something watered down or something totally different? Now, before we just dive in and start running with the footage that I have for you, I wanna touch on a few different points. The first thing I wanna let you know is that they have an all new entry-level engine. It's a 2-liter inline-4 turbocharged engine. We're talking about 60 more horsepower than the base engine for 2020. Because remember, this is a 2021 all new. Other information, torque is up. So you're looking at almost 100 pound-feet of torque, an ultra rigid chassis. So this isn't something just for all show and no go. They actually reworked the whole chassis, and the TLX sits on a unique chassis specific to itself, which is really exciting news to find out about. Starting price, looking around $35,000. When are we gonna see this TLX? You know, we're about to see it here on Rady's Rides. When are we gonna see it at our local dealerships? You're looking about late fall for the TLX and the A-Spec, and then early spring of 2021 for that highly coveted performance version known as the Type S. The Type S has an all-new engine. Many people thought they were using the 3.5 liter. They're not. It's an all-new 3-liter V6, unique to itself, single turbocharged engine, and the great news is that SH all-wheel drive, super handling all-wheel drive, comes standard. Other things that I want to kind of touch on before we dive into the great footage that Acura has allowed me to use for this video, the car is actually 2.2 inches wider. That sounds like really good news, especially when we look at that very aggressive front from the concept car. The wheelbase, which the wheelbase is the space in between your front wheels and your rear wheels, that space has actually grown about 3.5 inches, 3.7 inches. Now, if you're wondering, well, what's the whole big deal about that? That actually gives you a more stable ride, especially at highway speeds and whatnot. You're gonna see those brand identifiable chicane, they call them chicane daytime running lamps. They are the same daytime running lamps, the DRLs, off of their IMSA WeatherTech Series Championship prototype car, that ARX-05 prototype racer. You get the same daytime running lamps. So wanted to kind of build some excitement. If you're ready, I'm definitely ready. Let's dive in. We're gonna first start with this little, almost like a promo clip. I'm gonna let the sound play, but I'm gonna kind of share some of the excitement because really I'm just seeing this stuff for the first time as well. And then we're gonna go into some of their B-roll footage where we'll really be able to talk about not only the aesthetics of the outside, the exterior, but also what's going on the interior. So like I said, if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's dive into this all new TLX. All right, guys, here we go. As you can see, we got the lights, we got the music, we got the sound. I'm gonna be a little quiet here because this thing is really well done. Wow, I love that rear diffuser. There's those chicane daytime running lamps. Look at the interior. Oh, some big surprises. I like a car drifting around a turn. That's that Apex Blue, not double Apex, but Apex Blue, looking good. I like the sounds. That quad tip exhaust looking really sharp. I'm telling you, the lights, the lighting that they use is phenomenal. Wow. What an outstanding piece of promo. look at, I'm telling you, it looks just like that concept car from SEMA. It really does. So as we just saw, Acura is bringing that precision performance. Look at the front. So these are those two concept cars. They actually designed two concept cars to bring us into the Acura. That double apex blue, that's one of my favorite ones from SEMA. You're gonna see a lot of the styling. The interior, gone are the split screens. The two screens are gone. Thank you, Acura, for doing that. Even the standard TLX, which we're seeing right now, you can see the grille shape, that precision grille, how everything flows away. The interior, the leather, you're gonna see new materials, and we're gonna talk more about that in a second with all the different functions, the different driving modes. I think they really hit the nail on the head with just going with that single horizontal screen there. Milano leather is gonna be optional in there. We're gonna see the quality of the materials, real wood trim, real aluminum trim. That's gonna help separate it from the rest of the pack. The ELS Studio audio system, for all the audiophiles out there that love their music, the clarity, you're gonna get that in your TLX. Driving down the road, I'm telling you, I'm really digging the styling. Why are they showing the NSX? Well, guess what? There's certain parts that are in it. The electro servo brake technology that was first used on the NSX is in the TLX. And we're not just saying Type S, I'm talking about TLX and the TLX Type S. First time we're seeing Brembo brakes showing up on a TLX model. Engine, there is that 2-liter inline-4 turbocharged engine. Like we were saying, more horsepower, 272 horsepower for the standard engine, 280 pound-feet of torque. I can't wait to get behind the wheel of that for sure. More horsepower, can't complain about that. Now, obviously, it's going to be set up for front-wheel drive. All-wheel drive is an option. Here's the Type S. My Zonk, no double apex blue. They have apex blue, but no double apex blue, just your standard apex color. So that to me is a Zonk. What I love about the styling is they really hit on the nail on the head, that front end styling right from the concept car. 3-liter turbocharged V6. Here's the other Zonk. We don't have performance numbers yet. Acura is not ready to give out horsepower numbers or performance numbers of the Type S, but I really love the gloss black edges, those 10-spoke wheels. So you're gonna have unique 10-spoke wheels, or you could go an optional Y-spoke, which is there to simulate what you could find on the NSX. All these cars are all gonna be mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission. You have your different drive modes, of course. And like I said, looking at the Type S here, you have the SH all-wheel drive system. There's those chicane daytime running lamps. Love the Type S badging. The design on the grille, very aesthetically pleasing. It's not just a bunch of little dots. They do a great job kind of flowing it away from the Acura badge in the center. On the hood, really nice creases and lines. Nothing too like artsy where it looks like some kind of art project that went crazy. I like the black mirror caps. I think that's a great way to identify the Type S. And like I said, they're still gonna have the A spec as well if you don't wanna go full performance, full blown, in that direction. I think besides the front, when you get to the back, that quad tip exhaust, the tail lights are spot on the money. Roof line, as you can see as we're going down the side here, great, nice flowing lines. Look at the belt line there on the passenger door, how it carries right into that rear pillar there and that corner window. And then check out that trunk lid spoiler. Loving it. You see that bright red 6-piston Brembo caliper? I can't wait to get on that brake pedal and feel that stopping capability. That is the 10-spoke wheel. Like I said, Y-spoke wheel optional. It's really going to just open up the spectrum for how you want to personalize your Type S. Rear diffuser, spot on the money there. SH all-wheel drive, nice to have that standard. Why mess around with it? And look at the way the trunk lid spoiler has that dip there. I think it not only gives that functionality, but also that styling, that extra styling that people are craving for. Quad tip exhaust, looks like it has a nice slash cut. Tasteful on the Acura badge. And the taillights, I'm telling you, I know somebody said they look like BRZ-esque, and I could see that, but they're so much cleaner. The lines are so clean no matter where you're looking on the car. And the great news is that not only does this thing look good, but you got that 3-liter V6 turbocharged engine. Here we are on the road. I can't wait to get on the road with this car and share it with you. LED headlights, the way they do that jewel beam LED headlight really looks sharp. Look at the taillights there. That signature design really mimics what's going on at the front. I'm also noticing at the rear fenders, it's got a nice, almost like flared out look to it. And even though they don't have double apex blue, I guess I will settle for the standard apex blue. Plus there's the palette of all the other colors. Now the great news is, going down the road, those wheels, those 10-spoke wheels look really great in action. The way that you can see the calipers from behind the wheels, and I'm so glad that they went with that shark gray color. Very unique to the Acura brand. I know a lot of other brands use gray. Watch this, we come around the corner. Can't wait to see that on Rady's Rides. You know it, and I know it, that on-throttle support. The zonk is, I don't have performance numbers for you. I wish they would have gave us the performance numbers. You're gonna have the different driving modes: Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus, and I like the way it's real easy to just control by the knob. Look on that hood. I'm loving those body lines, especially the way Acura does that slight rise in the center. Really gives it a clean look. And now we're looking at the standard TLX, and here's the great news. Even though we don't know how much horsepower the Type S has, even though we don't know how much it's gonna cost in the end, the standard TLX has taken the design of what we have now and just brought it to a new level. And that's the nice thing. Everybody gets to enjoy the very sharp styling. You could see wheel design. I'm not loving it right now, so I am gonna zonk the wheels. They look a little bland, but I'm sure you do have options. You have a standard 18-inch wheel, and you will have an optional 19-inch wheel. Grille, though, the way it just has a flow to it, the chrome trim around the perimeter, there's our chicane style daytime running lamps. You do have more of a vacuum style exhaust, but the great news is it's not a decorative trim ring, and they are functional. Nice lines at the top of the trunk. Super clean. I'm glad they didn't put a bunch of badges and sticky stuff all over the place. The way that the rear pillar goes into the trunk, I can't wait to see that in person. Remember, this is all virtual. We're trying to really get a taste for it, but the great news is we have this footage to share. Here's the best part. Look at that interior. That's a 10.2-inch horizontal screen. Look at how you don't have a bunch of buttons all over the place, just the right ones that you need. Nice thick wrapped steering wheel, leather wrapped steering wheel, real wood trim. You see that wood trim on the outside there? That's real wood trim. Even interior ambient lighting that you could change 20 different colors, 20 different ways. It's like fruit stripe gum. Remember that gum you used to chew on for a couple seconds and then you'd lose its taste? That's what we're looking at. Of course, you're gonna have that same trackpad system that is similar to what's in the RDX. And you know what? I'm okay with it. In the center of the two analog gauges, you're gonna have a 7-inch display. There's our dynamic mode select button. Really, really nice just to have access to that. You don't have to chase all over the place. And then there's gonna be an optional 10.5-inch head-up display. Very curious about the head-up display because sometimes it's like hit or miss. They give you just your speed and lane keep assist, which I kind of zonked at. Or hopefully they're giving us a little bit more with the TLX. The stitch work is great. Remember, optional Milano leather. You can see the ambient lighting, all aluminum trim surfaces, memory seating for the driver's side, which is gonna be important, especially if you're sharing your TLX. I'm looking back there. What do I see in the back seat? Rear AC, and I'm hoping for lots of connectivity. They would have to be crazy to not do it. So even out on the open road, and that's a beautiful road, something that I wish we had in Florida, you could see that the TLX, even in the non-Type S trim, looking sexy. I'm loving the red. I really like along the lower sill, you could see that extra sill extension and how that gloss black, it's just enough. I don't think it's gonna be too much. I think it's gonna be kind of just right on the money and really tie everything together. Also noticing fog lamps. That seems to be a thing that's disappearing from car design, and it's nice to have that extra lighting at the front end of the business. And of course, with LEDs, it's going to be super bright, super white to help you get down the roads when it's super dark. Seating. I can't wait to get my butt in the seat. 16-way adjustable seats. So we're going to see if they really fit in the right places. And then, of course, we still the big question mark, what kind of Twinkie storage do we have? I saw a center console there. Is it going to be tight? Are we going to squirt cream if we fill that up and close the lid with Twinkie cream everywhere? Or did Acura really take into consideration those that like to have the snacks in the car, whether it's Twinkies, whether it's a Payday, a Snickers, or whatever. But going down the road, especially the different colors, the white looks sharp. And I'm not really big on white on a car, but it's looking good with the black accents and really the way that they did the overall silhouette of the car. Silver. Look at that lower body line there. Really sharp along that edge where the driver's side door is going into the passenger side door. It's elements like that that give you style instead of just having a flat side. Who wants, you might as well get a refrigerator and attach 4 wheels and some pedals and you could go to work each and every day that way. Can you imagine picking up your kid to school if you're driving a refrigerator? Driving something like this. Hey, mom, dad, pick me up. There's the A-Spec. So remember, A-Spec, we're talking about those extra aesthetics. You don't necessarily need a turbocharged V6 to have fun in the new TLX. 60 more horsepower. You could go A-Spec. You get the nice seats, you get the nicer wheels, you get your trunk spoiler, you get your front lip splitter. Look at that thing. That's a sexy lip. I'm gonna kiss that lip. Look at that. And then just the fact that it's 2.2 inches wider. Not only is that for looks, but also the whole driving dynamics. You have a multi-link rear suspension. Look at that. That's gonna be Joe Rady right there. That's gonna be us taking the TLX down some twisty bits. I really want to feel what that feedback is coming to the wheel, whether it's the front wheel drive version or the rear wheel drive version, the all wheel drive version. I wish it was rear wheel drive, and I know a lot of you wish it was rear wheel drive, but these are the facts as we have it now. Hopefully this really let that excitement shine and show you that, first of all, sedans aren't dead. Second of all, Acura isn't dead, and they're bringing some great style, performance, safety features, and also fit and finish to the TLX that's never ever been seen before. So hopefully you like to see these virtual displays on Rady's Rides. I love bringing them to you. I'm really digging this. I feel like I've found a little bit of a tempo here because I like to have the car in front of me. It's nice to do it this way instead. But if these are the types of things that you'll want to see on Rady's Rides where we do these virtual unveils, leave a comment in the comment section. I definitely got to thank Chris, Karina, Sage, and the rest of the crew over at Acura. They are a great team. They love Rady's Rides, and they're the ones that got me this awesome information to bring to you too. So thank you everybody at Acura. If you're new to the channel and you're wondering who the hell is this guy, hit the subscribe button. Come back for more. There's more to come. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Rady's Rides family. You know we can't do it without you. If you want to help us keep making this great content for you, click the link in the description. Get yourself some Rady's Rides merch. I got to thank my wonderful, beautiful production manager, also the love of my life, Lori, for setting up the Rady's Ride Cave. It takes time to do. I know it may not seem like there's nothing to do here, but I promise you, she does a great job working that camera. We all love her, especially me, of course. So thank you, Lori, for all you do. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.